Time now 6:14. For many children, their first introduction to money management is through an allowance. But are your kids ready for an allowance? And what's the best allowance system to follow? These are all good questions. And joining us now to talk about this is Bob Ingram from Ameriprise Financial, our money man. Thank you for joining us, of course.
Thanks, Leisha.
First of all, what is the kind of two-pronged question here? What's the best age to start an allowance, and how much should it be?
Well, great questions. And every family is a little bit different because kids are going to develop differently. But a lot of experts actually say when kids start to realize that they want something, they have the material wants and needs.
I want that, I want that.
That's right. And they have an idea and understanding that, you know what? You buy something, you can buy it. They may not know exactly how money works, but they have that sense. That can be the time that you can really start to do that and start to get the kids thinking that, it costs money. There's this thing called money and resources, and you can pay for it, and you can get that started. Now, that might be early elementary school. Maybe it's, some say as early as 3 or 4 years old, but maybe by 5 or 6 for sure that can be a good time to start that.
How much?
Well, again, it really does depend. Some argue that it should be $1 for, every week for every age, for a year. So, a 5-year-old would be $5 a week. But really, start with the amount of spending of what they would normally be buying or what you might be buying for the kids in particular. And then you can work through that. Of course, your budget has to accommodate that as well. But you could start by just saying, well, for this week, if you normally buy a couple of things at the grocery store, here's the amount of money. Now, how would you like to spend it? And have them walk them through that process of how that works a little bit.
Yeah, have them decide on their own. Yeah, I'd like to buy a pack of gum or something. So I want to ask you now, do you tie it to chores? I mean, is it a reward system? That's
a really kind of a controversial question. A lot of behavioral psychologists and child development experts will say that, actually you may be, you want to be cautious of doing that because part of the family responsibilities might be to do normal chores, make your bed without getting paid. You want to actually do those things. But
that's the way it was in my house.
Yeah, right. Same here. But you want to maybe have extra responsibilities, maybe special projects that the kids can help with and earn a little bit extra above and beyond the normal allowance that might be tied more to their financial responsibilities. What are they going to be doing with that money? And now there's a responsibility to maybe purchase some things. That's where you're going to set a little bit of an allowance to do that. And then they can earn extra money along the way to help.
So what are the guidelines to follow overall? I mean, we've talked about, when you should start, how much should it be, and should it be tied to chores? But in terms of guidelines, anything specific?
Well, for teaching moments or the lessons on money, start with the kids, having the kids understand the different categories of where money can be spent. If you look at the 3, you have spending. So, again, what are they going to be spending along the way each and every week? But also savings, and teaching that, for certain things that they might want, that special toy, the treat at the end of the summer, let's put a little bit of money out of that allowance aside, maybe
in the piggy bank.
In the piggy bank, and it can start there. If they start doing that young and develop those habits, it can be great. The other would be sharing, donating, charitable. And so you can, whatever that might be that the kids, appreciate and the parents might appreciate, you can get them start thinking, well, that's a category as well that you want to plan for. So
I have a neighbor who is 11, and she's been selling lemonade every year at the drink cruise. Jacqueline, she's so cute, and she saved like over $1,000 or something. She's been so good about not spending because she's so excited about seeing that money grab.
That's right. And once you get into it, it really does become like a snowballing effect. It gets bigger and bigger, and you get more interested in that, and
so cool.
Can make a big difference.
Thank you so much, Bob. A great segment. We really appreciate it. Bob Ingram from Ameriprise Financial.